Greetings, my fellow normies. I hope you're all doing well today. So, today we're going to talk about another rumor that's going on about a Warcraft sequel and all that. A new rumor claims it's the Warcraft sequel is in the works from Legendary Pictures. Um, I've got to say, I watched the first movie. I know there was a lot of criticism from the first movie, and I enjoyed the first movie. Um, Granted, I'm just a normie. I loved playing World of Warcraft, not the MMO, but the RTS and stuff like that. I was not a real big fan of the MMO, and all that. That's just preference and stuff. I've always been a real-time strategist, game player and stuff. I do play MMOs from here and there because I have a younger son who does play them, so I play them with him, stuff like that. So we have things to do. So I've got another article here from Bounty and Comics. They cover a lot of really good stuff, and usually a lot of their information and topics are pretty dead on the mark. So, MovieWeb reports as scooped, and Daniel Reitman claims that the film is currently now in development, thanks largely to the game and the first movie's popularity overseas. The first Warcraft film debuted in 2016, according to the numbers. The film only earned 438.9 million globally. The movie only earned 47.3 million in North America and had a terrible 24.1 million opening weekend. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And from my understanding too, I think the budget that they built it on was $160 million budget. So basically, it probably almost broke even, probably. However, the film only had a reported $160 million budget, meaning that the global box office budget, and then you put into, marketing and all that stuff. But the thing is you didn't have to do a lot of marketing. Everybody knows what Warcraft is, you know what I'm saying? But they're saying that the film lost about $15 million. So again, they don't really know. So film critic Scott Mendelson, who is basically a piece of shit, um, just a piece of shit reporter in regards to his opinions about films and stuff like that, and because he's got to keep his access to certain things, and he's just a douchebag. You Scott Mendelson described the film as a flop. He went on to write in Forbes, it grossed a lot, but it didn't make a lot of money, and it's utterly failed at its intended purpose. I'm not too sure if it did, and stuff like that. And that's like me coming from a normie, because to be all honest about it is that I enjoyed the film. I thought the film was great and stuff, and take it the chance to make a movie based on Warcraft and run with it. I think maybe they could have gotten away with a smaller budget. I think that, with this beer bug situation, I think that we're going to see smaller budgets. Like I've stated in the past, Deadpool made was made on like a, I don't know, I think it was like $50 million budget for Deadpool 1 and stuff, and then they spent another 25 million on marketing. The movie almost grossed $1 billion. So why do you need to make a movie at 200 to 400 million dollars only to get maybe 600 million dollars back in profit and stuff, dude? People will dismiss some of the bad CGI as long as you got a good story and a good movie, or even a good TV show for that. Because you know what? Granted, dude, Deadpool and even the Joker, they were on very small budgets. They almost made $1 billion on very small, tight budgets. And this is one thing that I am really enjoying. I'm not enjoying, but with the beer bug situation that happened, and Hollywood basically in the toilet, they're gonna have to rethink their models, and that's a good thing. It's adjustment. We're gonna get better material. So it's just like I like a lot of the Star Trek fan films, and I like a lot of the Star Wars fan films, and some of that stuff is really done really well, and it's done on a very tight budget. And I can dismiss some of the quirky, corny, some acting to some of the bad CGI too as well, you know what I'm saying? So getting back to this article, Mendelsohn would go on to claim the franchise spawning from the film would be unlikely. In terms of establishing a world, would-be new franchise and getting audiences excited for what comes next, the secondary purpose is arguably a total failure. And this is where I differ from Scott Mendelsohn. I think it's brave if they think that they can do another sequel and stuff. But I also think that Blizzard, and I've thought this for a long time, and a lot of people in the gaming space has too, is that StarCraft should become its next big MMO. And I see that because it's a great freaking IP. However, he speculates that it could be possible for a Warcraft sequel. There's never been a case of a flop original, a critically trashed flop original, no less, spawning a financially successful sequel. I guess Warcraft could try and be the first, but it would be playing with fire. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts on that? I'd like to know them below. So Warcraft, if you go to Rotten Tomato and um, their numbers, their ratings and stuff like that, the audience score was 78%. Rotten Tomato was 28% when Warcraft came out. Mendelsohn analysis does appear to be based on critics rather than moviegoers at large. And this is where, so yeah, I might be a normie, but I'm also critical of things that I don't like and what I see and what I'll dismiss and all that stuff, you know. There's a lot of good movies out there that I have seen and that I'm very critical of, you know, and all that. And this is where I don't like these elitist pieces of shit like Mendelsohn, you know, because I'm sorry, they're not the majority of the people that come out and watch them. And their opinion is not the majority opinion. And I think it's very important for you to make your own, you know. And so I don't think that Warcraft was a bad movie. I thought it was great that it was coming out based on the most popular IP of all time. You know what I'm saying? The film had an average ratio of 4.4 out of 10 with 65 fresh ratings and 166 rotten ratings. However, the film received a positive 76% audience score with the average rating of 4.6 stars out of 5 with 31,604 reviews. So you tell me, you know? And then you have Metacritic. Again, the film was panned by critics. Got yeah, it's just, you know, it's just unrealistic, you know what I'm saying? You've got other people that go on and state, you know, things that just are unrealistic. And that's what I say about Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? And all that. And so, um, you know, so this was the description of Warcraft when it came out. The peaceful realm of Azeroth stands on the brink of war as its civilization faces a fearsome race of invaders, orc warriors fleeing their dying home to colonize another. As a portal opens to connect the two worlds, one army faces destruction, the other faces extinction. From opposing views, two heroes are set on collision course that will decide the fate of their family, their people, and their home. So begin a spectacular saga of power, sacrifice, and a war of many. So what do you think of this rumor? Are you interested in seeing a Warcraft sequel, normies? Tell me down below, because I'd really like to know what your thoughts are. All right? So I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this this rumor piece and stuff. I'm still trying to find my way here, but you guys have all been awesome. So I want to say take care, and I am out. Bye.